They thought I was weak. They thought if they pushed me down, I'd stay there forever. They thought I would break and never heal. They laughed at me. They lied to me. They hurt me on purpose. They wanted me to disappear, but I didn't disappear. I didn't break. I stayed strong, even when I had nothing. I was quiet, but I was still standing. They thought my silence meant I was scared, but I was just waiting. I was watching. I was learning. I gave them every chance to stop. I gave them every chance to be kind, but they chose to be cruel. They kept pushing. They kept laughing. They kept lying. They thought they were winning. They thought I was done, but they didn't know what they were building. They didn't see the fire inside me. They didn't feel the storm I was becoming. I used to believe that being kind was enough. I used to think that if you gave people love, they would love you back. I believed in good hearts, in truth, in justice. I believed the world was fair, but the world is not fair. The world doesn't care if you're kind. It doesn't care if you try hard. It hurts the soft and helps the cruel. I learned that the hard way. I gave people my trust, and they broke it. I gave them my time, and they wasted it. I gave them my heart, and they crushed it. They smiled while I cried. They cheered while I hurt. They thought I would stay broken, but they were wrong. Every time they pushed me down, I got back up. Every time they laughed, I grew stronger. Every time they lied, I learned the truth. Every pain made me tougher. Every scar became part of my armor. They thought they were breaking me, but they were building something stronger, something they could not stop. I remember every word they said, every joke, every fake smile, every whisper behind my back. I kept it all inside, not because I wanted to, but because I had no choice. I had nothing left but my will. I had no one left but myself. They thought I would stay buried. They thought I would stay down, but I didn't. I rose again, stronger, wiser, harder to hurt. This is just the beginning. This is the first step. I was born a king, and I will rise like one. No more begging. No more crying. No more hoping others will save me. I will save myself. I didn't become strong overnight. It took time. It took pain. It took losing everything to find myself. At first, I was still soft. I still hoped they would change. I still thought they would see the damage they caused. I believed if I stayed kind, things would get better. But they didn't. They kept hurting me. They kept using my kindness against me. They saw my good heart and tried to destroy it. They thought I was a fool for caring. They thought I would stay quiet forever. But I was watching. I was learning. I saw what they were doing, and something inside me started to change. I stopped hoping for help. I stopped waiting for people to treat me right. I stopped asking for mercy, because mercy from cruel people isn't real. Kindness from liars is fake. Love from people who hurt you isn't love at all. I started building myself back up, not to please them, not to fit in, but to survive, to grow stronger. I stopped being the person they walked all over. I stopped saying sorry for things that weren't my fault. I stopped letting others decide who I was. I remembered who I am. I remembered the strength that was always inside me. I remembered that I don't need anyone's permission to be great. I was never weak. I was just patient. I was never small. I was just holding back. Now, I'm done holding back. Now, I rise. Now, I roar. Now, I move forward without fear. They tried to define me. They tried to control my story. But this is my story, and I write every chapter. They laughed while I was rebuilding. They joked while I was healing. They thought I was nothing. But while they were laughing, I was rising. While they were mocking, I was growing. I learned to love the fire inside me. The fire they tried to put out. I learned to use the pain as fuel. The pain they gave me became my power. Now, when I look in the mirror, I don't see someone broken. I see someone reborn. someone new, someone unstoppable. They can't touch me now. They can't break me now. They lost their chance. I don't care what they say. I don't care what they think. Their words don't matter. Their lies can't reach me. I have built myself from nothing, from ashes, from hurt, from silence. I don't want their apology. I don't want their fake love. I don't want their respect, because I already respect myself. I already know my worth, and I will never forget it again. They thought I would fall, but I rose. And now they can't stop what's coming next. They tried to scare me. They tried to silence me. They wanted me to feel small. They wanted me to feel weak. But I am not weak, and I am not afraid. I've been through the worst. I've felt pain most people will never understand. I've been alone. I've been broken. I've been pushed aside and forgotten. But I never gave up. Even when I had no strength left, I kept going. Even when no one believed in me, I believed in myself. They thought they were stopping me, but they were only making me stronger. With every lie they told, I saw the truth more clearly. With every push, I found my balance. I stopped asking why they hurt me. I stopped trying to make them understand. Because people who want to hurt you don't care how you feel. They don't care if they destroy you. They only care about control. But I'm not something they can control. I'm not a toy. I'm not a puppet. I'm a person with fire in my soul. I used to cry over their words. Now I laugh. I used to care about their opinions. Now I ignore them. I used to beg for their love. Now I don't even want it. Because I found something better. I found strength. I found peace. I found the real me. The me who doesn't bend. The me who doesn't break. The me who knows I was born to be great. They wanted me to give up. But now, I go even harder. They wanted me to stay down. But I keep rising. They told me I wasn't good enough. But I proved them wrong. They said I'd never make it. But look at me now, I'm still here. I carry my scars like medals. Each one tells a story. Each one is proof I survived. They thought my scars were ugly. But my scars are my crown. They thought my pain was weakness. But my pain became my power. I used to live for their approval. Now I live for my purpose. I don't need their permission to shine. I don't need their praise to succeed. I walk my own path now. A path they tried to block. A path they said I couldn't take. But here I am walking it anyway. I don't owe them anything. Not my smile. Not my time. Not my story. This is my journey, my rise, my fight, and no one can stop it. They thought they ended me, but all they did was start something they can't handle. They created a warrior. They created a king, and this king does not kneel. They thought they buried me. They thought I would stay gone, but they didn't know they planted a seed, and that seed has grown into something unstoppable. I've become everything they feared, not because I'm mean, not because I'm cruel, but because I stopped needing them. I no longer care about their rules. I no longer care about their games. They built a world to keep people like me small, but I've broken out of that world. I've created something new. Now they look at me with fear. They whisper my name like I'm a storm coming, because they know the truth. They know I'm not the same person they once laughed at. That old version of me is gone. The one who kept quiet. The one who forgave everything. The one who waited for things to get better. That version of me died in the dirt they tried to bury me in. But something new came out of that dirt. Something stronger. Something powerful. I don't need their kindness. I don't need their approval. I don't even need their respect. Because I have my own. I've built myself from pain. I've grown through fire. I've stood up every time I fell. I am the fire now. I am the storm. I am the force they can't control. Let them call me names. Let them say I've changed. Let them say I'm not the same. Because they're right. I'm not. I've let go of the need to be liked. I've let go of waiting for fair treatment. I've let go of hoping they'll ever say sorry. I don't want their sorry. I don't want their fake smiles. I don't want anything from them. They had their chance. They could have left me alone. They could have let me heal. But they didn't. They kept pushing. They kept laughing. They kept hurting. Now they get to see the result. Now they get to face the person they created. They thought they could write my story. But I took the pen back. This is my story now, and I'm writing it. Bold, with every scar, with every lesson, with every ounce of strength I've gained. I am not afraid of what comes next. I've already walked through fire. I've already faced darkness. Whatever comes, I will face it head on, because I was born for this. I was born to rise. I was born to lead. I was born a king. And no one can take that from me. They tried. They failed. Now, I rise. I rise with power. I rise with purpose. I rise for every time they tried to crush me. I rise for every dream they tried to steal. I rise for the real me, the king I've always been. And I will never bow again.